tons of rewards coming really soon. Let's begin. Let's quickly brush over what we got last week as fast as possible. Last week we got the Zinaida's game event, where it was just a warm-up event for the anniversary event, where if you participated in the event and completed the crosswords, that in my opinion were quite difficult words for people who might not be English native speakers anyway, you will get a graffiti, labels, and more rewards. They did a massive rework of tons of characters and changes in the Tarot and Crystal Tarot mode. They added Smiley Face, Gamekeeper, Bloody Queen, Nightmare, and Wax Artist to the Crystal Tarot mode. They changed Lucky Guy, Lawyer, Gardener, Thief, Mechanic, Explorer, Mind's Eye, Dancer, Prospect, Gravekeeper, Embalmer, Prisoner, Wildling, Patient, Hellember, Evil Reptilian, Wuchang, and Guard 26. They did massive adjustments to their abilities, making some of them stronger, nerfing some of them, just in stuff like that. They made some adjustments to some items and the cost of some items and how many stars you gain for doing certain things in the match. As they had a massive update to Tarot mode, they also had a small event where by completing the event quests in the Tarot mode, you could get a sticker, clues, trial cards, and more rewards. Small ones, but not too bad. Opera Singer was added to ranked mode. They completely reworked the settings page, making it look really good in my opinion. And they added two new options to settings, the map brightness setting, where you can now adjust the brightness of each map, and a ping test feature that is kind of pointless to have actually. Let's talk a little bit about what we're getting this week. Well, the first thing I need to say is that this week is going to be the end of the Kamaty Moon crossover part 3. I am unsure if they're ever going to bring back Kamaty Moon, as it was only meant to be a 3-part crossover as far as I know. Maybe there's going to be a part 4, who knows? Maybe they'll bring it all back again. This week we are getting the season 27 Essence 2, and this is going to bring along the S tier skin for Photographer, Necromancer, the A tier for Patient Deva, or Diva, I still have no idea how you pronounce it, and the A tier skin for Psychologist called Asimad. You're also lucky because if you log in on the day of that patch update, you're going to get 10 free anniversary essences that you'll be able to use to be able to get a higher chance of getting one of the A tier skins, or maybe even the S tier skin in that essence. So that's very fancy indeed. Something else that's beginning this week is we're getting the Castle Zinaida's unfinished chapter that's going to start, including a novel, a game that I'm assuming is going to be similar to maybe the crossword thing that we just had, as we are kind of going into a Dungeons and Dragons themed one. It might be quite text based. If you participate in the events, there are different rewards that you can get, including event portraits, portrait frames, a B tier costume, and possibly some permanent unlock cards. I'm not really sure exactly what we'll be getting in this event. Maybe we'll be getting an emote unlock card or something, but who knows. As part of this event as well, we're getting the Adventurer's Guide weekly task event, where if you complete this, there are some multiple different rewards you can get, but you'll also be able to get a standby, possibly permanent unlock card, a portrait, sticker, and more rewards. It's possible also that we're going to get a 5th anniversary limited graffiti. I'm not sure if this is going to be part of the event or if this is going to be within like a message that they send us, like a letter in the in-game mail, or if they'll just give it to us in a separate event where if you like log in every day for a certain amount of days. But all characters are going to be available until the 2nd of August. So that means you'll be able to play any character you want for an eternity, weeks and weeks and weeks. If you really wanted to test out a hunter or a survivor, but you just haven't been able to buy it yet, now's your time to experiment and test which characters you might want to buy in the future. I'm still unsure if this will include the newest hunter, that is Sangria. Who knows if they'll add all characters or if it will just be all the characters up to the newest character. In the store this week, you'll also find that they're going to be bringing 2 new A tier accessories to the store, and that's going to include Night Watch's iced beverage accessory and Mercenary's A tier accessory Shadowless. I am a little bit disappointed in Night Watch's ice beverage one, as it makes ice effects when you're using the wind, and it does give you some nice effects when you're using your attacks, but that's really all that it does. And considering that Night Watch's attacks and abilities were already icy wind themed, it just feels like a wasted, or maybe like an augment of what he already has. That is kind of a shame. It doesn't even match his S tier. I was expecting them to try and match the S tier in some way. Mercenary's accessory though is very, very cool. It's very reminiscent of the S tier accessory that I believe that Forward has, where it kind of leaves shadows of yourself behind when you use your dash ability. It has some electric as well. It looks quite nice. I'm sure you guys will like that one. Let's talk about what's coming from the future. We got a couple of reveals and we got some rumors to talk about as well. So Bloody Queen's one skin, Promised Day, was revealed to us properly. We got to see what it would look like in the game sort of, and we know that's coming on the 27th of this month. It looks like a absolutely gorgeous, beautiful skin. I'm looking forward to seeing this one in matches. I'm probably not going to be able to get it myself because I can't really play Bloody Queen. If you watched my recent stream, you would know that. But this is a very nice skin. I'm looking forward to playing against it as it is very fancy. We also got to see a similar type of art for Gravekeeper's S tier that's coming in a package, I believe. You'll be able to get the Gravekeeper S tier called Half Elf Knight and his accessory that's an A tier accessory called World Tree's Blessing. Unsure what the effects are right now, but the skin is very fancy. This skin is themed on, again, the Dungeons and Dragons anniversary event, so he's part of the story or part of the lore or something like that. That's coming on the 20th of this month, so before the Bloody Queen skin. We've had some rumors from IDV Curiosity over on Twitter, always check them out, about the Sanrio crossover that is apparently coming up sometime in the future. We know that they've announced that this was going to be a crossover, but we haven't really had any information since then, and IDV Curiosity says that they expect it to be a shop crossover, and it's going to probably be for 3 female IDV characters, of which one of those 3 is going to be a hunter. So that's going to be 2 survivors and 1 hunter, all of which are female. Very interesting. I wonder what they're going to do, if they're actually going to kind of create some new characters, as Sanrio owns a ton of different IPs within their massive umbrella corporation. So it's possible they'll just hire their artists to make some cool skins that are relatively kind of cutesy or cool, or they maybe just take one of their IPs and port it over to IDV. As of the time of recording today, I just watched Aeroplanist's story video that they just announced. His story seems a little bit more easy to understand than some of the other ones they've released in the past. We haven't seen their abilities video yet, but I expect that to be coming out this week. It might even already be out by the time this video comes out, as I record this on Mondays and I release it on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays are sometimes when they reveal character abilities videos, meaning that you guys might already know what that character's abilities are. There have been some rumors apparently that he is going to be a flying character, and maybe he's going to have some pushback ability. I'm unsure if these kind of rumors are true. We also got to get a better look at his A tier accessory, as he's not coming out in an essence, he's coming out in the shop. You'll be able to buy the character plus his S tier and his A tier accessory. His A tier accessory looks like some type of telescope, and it looks quite fancy. I wonder what his effects will be. I still don't even know what his abilities are, but I probably will by the time this video is out anyway. As I mentioned before, they've made tons of changes to the Crystal Ball Tarot mode, so make sure you check out the video that's on the screen right now so you can check out all the changes that I discussed in that video.